Today I'm going to show you how to earn comp tokens totally for free on Compound Finance. This is really known as liquidity mining. It's really all the rage right now. If done right, it can be very risky, but you can also hedge your risk and get compound tokens totally for free. What are compound tokens? Well, first thing you need to know is they currently have a value of $233 on CoinMarketCap. Some people say this is overblown, but they could be right. I'm not a financial advisor. This is a brand new project and the price has skyrocketed. There's only 10 million tokens, but if you think about the fact that this could be a multi-billion-dollar industry, what is Compound doing? Decentralized finance. What do I mean by that? Literally, Compound is allowing you to be able to take out a loan with no KYC, no AML, and no centralized authority. It is totally decentralized, 100%. It literally cannot be, or could very, it can't be shut down. I mean, the website could be shut down, but it's a 100% smart contract. So literally you can take, I'll show you here in a moment how you can take, BAT token, which is what I'm using right now, or Ethereum or whatever, and you can deposit it, earn interest just for depositing it like a bank. You don't even have to take a loan out against it. You can just deposit it into the smart contract and earn interest. And at the same time, if you wanted to, you could borrow against it. And if you borrow against it, you literally can increase your overall annual earnings per year, annual yield per year, whatever it is, annual. Blah, blah, blah. I'll show you. APY, annual percentage yearly, I guess. I think that's what it stands for. But you can increase your APY. So right here, what you see is happening. I'm going to walk you through how this has happened. Now, the whole reason in doing this is, for me personally, isn't so much about the loan. I don't need a loan. I'm not looking to, that's just not my thing. The main reason I'm doing it is because by using the platform, you're able to earn the comp token, which I told you has a $33 valuation right now. Has been higher, may go up, may go down, but long term, I'm bullish on Compound. So if I can get those tokens for free, that's important to me. So right now, as you can see, I have $255 worth of BAT tokens. I borrowed $80 worth of DAI tokens. I have 52% collateralization. I'll explain what all this means to you here in a moment, but here's what I want you to see. I'm also earning comp tokens right now. 0.005, 0.0008. This is how many I have withdrawn. This is still at 0.005. You can withdraw them. All right, so let me show you exactly how I'm earning these tokens and how to do this. It's quite simple, to be honest with you. As long as you have MetaMask and you have, in this case, basic attention tokens, or you can have Ether, Augur, USDC, which I don't care for, Tether, don't care for, Wrap BTC or OX. As long as you have those, you can deposit them and take out a loan and borrow against them. This is what you earn just for having it deposited. As you can see right now, you don't earn a whole lot with Ether and Augur, and I'm not exactly sure how these percentages are set, but I know it's within the smart contract. It basically is a supply and demand sort of thing. Because at one point in time, you could earn some pretty good interest just by holding Ether in here. But right now, the token that's paying the most just for putting in basic attention token, and I don't even care about basic attention token. I don't care about the project at all. Most of you know that I'm a crypto tab guy. I mean, I'm all about building out a massive business with crypto tab. I've got 45,000 affiliate mining network on crypto tab. But the basic attention token right now is what is earning interest. So you can make 13% a year just by holding the basic attention token. Now, I borrowed against it. In this case, I'm using DAI. Why? Because it was the cheapest interest rate. And for borrowing DAI, I'm getting 1.63. Now, granted, if I really wanted to earn more comp tokens, I should probably get something like Tether or whatever, something that pays, because something about the interest rate is how you get your earnings. Like, after doing more research, because I didn't really fully understand it, I just put something in here to get started. And that's really what I'm going to show you how to do, is how to get started. But it's real simple. You come in here, and in fact, I will pull out this time just to show you. I'll pull out Wrap BTC because I think I earn faster if I do that. All right, so let me just go ahead and show you. So right here, we will put in, I have some basic attention tokens. I think I have about 500. Let me see. Basic attention, basic 535. So what we'll do is we'll come here All you have to do is select what you want to choose. You'll have to supply it and then click supply. In this case, it's going to be basic attention. And then you have to click on the collateral button if you want to borrow against it. You do not have to click that button if you don't plan to borrow against it. So in this case, supply, max supply, 535. That's what I want to do. Supply. Now, notice what happens here in a minute as it's confirming the transaction. I'm going to pause for now. I'm also going to show you, I'm earning about 48% APY on this. I'm going to show you how in a minute when you calculate everything. I'm going to show you how you know that number here in a minute. Let me just pause for now. All right, so here we are. This is what we have. Let's go to here. All right, so we got 34%. That makes sense. We have $391 worth of BAT tokens in here, 1535. I've borrowed about $80 worth. Now this net APY, understand what it's taking is I'm earning $13.4 APY on the full amount. I'm paying 1.63 APY on 34% of that, which is what I have the loan against. If I want to take out another loan, let's do this. Let's do RAT BTC. Let's do Safe Max gives you about 70%, 75%. I don't want to do 75%, to be honest with you. What is that? Let's get it down lower. I'll say 0.8. What was that? 1? Yeah, let's do 0. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I'll do. It's showing the same amount. That's not right. Hang on. Borrow. All right, for now, I'll do Safe Max. By the way, these fees are always high when you're using these smart contracts. And they're always just high. I'll do this one. All right, I'll be right back once this is confirmed. I think I'm going to cancel this. The reason I'm going to cancel it is because I don't want to do RAT BTC, and I'll tell you why here in a moment. I just don't want to take on that added risk. Yes, I can get the tokens faster, but I'm also taking on more risk. I think I'm just going to borrow DAI, just the whole DAI, and I'll explain why here once this transaction clears. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you now. Hopefully that goes ahead and finishes. The biggest reason why is because the risk you have here is that the basic attention token goes up or down. As long as you're holding a stable coin on one of them, then like DAI is a stable coin. As long as it stays pegged to 1-to-1 pretty much to the US dollar, then that's a little less risky than having BTC. Now all of a sudden I got to worry about basic attention token going up or down or BTC going up or down. They don't both have to move at all. I mean, it's just a matter of one of them being volatile and drastically increases the risk of getting. What happens is if my borrowing limit goes above 234, or if this number drops drastically, then this number comes down. So my collateralization goes up. If you get over 100, it starts liquidating you. That is the risk. As long as you keep it low around the 50%, I've been as high as 70%, but I don't want to go any higher than that. I want to start bringing it down. As long as you keep your collateralization around that 50% mark and you kind of keep an eye on it, you should be pretty good, particularly if you're holding DAI, because all you got to do is pay it back. All you got to do is come in here and just pay it back, and you don't have anything to worry about. Let me see if this is going to go through. Okay, so here we go. We cancel that. So now I'm going to do DAI. I want to keep one stable coin. Even though I can increase the speed at which I'm earning comp tokens, at the same time, I don't want to take on too much risk. So let's see. Let's try. That's going to get me pretty high. Let's see where that gets me. I think I'll do this. It might be higher than I want, but I can start getting it down. I start paying it down. These freaking gas fees are brutal. All right, I'm just going to get it done. All right, so here we are. 76 collateralization, which is a little bit higher than I want to be, that's for sure. But just to show you, I now have, oh, that's not it. I now have 100 die that I literally could go spend, do whatever I want. Sorry, not there. I have 100 die right here. And right now, I'm earning comp tokens just for holding this. Now, again, there's a few things to keep in mind here. And there's a few areas that are risky that you need to be aware of, and you can mitigate your risk. One is the price of the basic attention token goes down drastically. Currently, if it goes down below 25%, I'm going to start getting liquidated right now. If for some reason, which I think is less likely, but could happen, if the DAI token, for whatever reason, lost its peg 1-to-1 to the US dollar, then that would be a risk. That's probably the lowest risk, but it's a risk. The other one is the smart contract on compound. If for some reason it was hacked or there was a bug found of some sort, then I guess that would be at risk as well. If I use these DAI to, go to another platform and borrow against the DAI, because you can theoretically do that. Or if I was to use these DAI tokens, say, to invest in Bitcoin and Bitcoin collapse, and then my collateralization was in trouble, and then I don't have that DAI available to pay back, then it's going to start liquidating me. Now, here's the key. And when I say liquidate, I'm going to start losing this amount here. Now, here's the key. As long as you have the DAI available, it's not an issue. As long as you don't get greedy, you don't get crazy. If you keep your collateralization, I would say below 75%. I think it's probably better around 50, 60% at the most, personally. For me personally, not financial advice for you, that's just me. But you're going to be earning the comp token just for holding it here. You're going to also be earning additional BAT tokens at 13.4% interest. Now, when I did this last week, I was earning over 20% interest. One more thing that I didn't talk about here because it's not much of a risk for me. The big reason, again, that I didn't want to hit the wrap BTC, I mentioned it, but another risk is this amount right here. I would be paying 11%, which means I would be earning effectively somewhere around 1.5 to 2%. Not a big deal because your big earning right now is the comp token that have such a high value for now. So it's not that big a deal. Plus, once you pay off the loan, you're still going to have those extra bats that are coming in this example. But these percentage rates, these APYs change periodically, and they change for whatever reason. Let me see if I can show you here, right here. So as you can see, last week, I was getting up here at 25%. Now, I'm not exactly sure what causes it to change. It has something to do in the smart contract. Again, I'm pretty certain it has to do with supply and demand. But it's going to go up and down. Now, if this goes down to 5%, 2%, 3%, I don't really care as long as it stays above this 1.63%, personally. But if you are trying to play the higher risk game, because the higher the percentages here, the higher the percentages here, don't ask me to explain it because I'm not exactly certain, but the faster you're going to earn comp tokens. But if you have too high percentages, you've got to make certain that this percentage doesn't collapse. This percentage stays high. Now, all of a sudden, you're literally paying money to get the comp tokens, and you don't want to be doing that. So as long as you keep an eye on your earnings over here, stay above here, you don't hit collateralization levels, and worst case scenario, you can pay back your DAI, you're going to be okay, and you're going to be earning free comp tokens. It's not that difficult once you know how to use it, but I know this can be a little bit intimidating. It was for me the first time, but let me just recap. All you have to do is come over here, select one of these, supply. You want to enter in the supply. You're going to have everything get approved by MetaMask. Once it's approved, it will show up here. You don't have to do anything else at that point. You will be earning comp tokens, and you will, if you do it with BAT right now, at the time of this video, it'll be 13%. Now, when you come back, if you watch this a month later, 5 months later, a year later, there may be some other percentage that's a lot higher. So it's going to be, you can deposit it into that token, and basically you're getting paid to give a supply to the smart contract. Basically, there's a lot of people that want BAT tokens right now for whatever reason. And so as long as you supply the BAT tokens, you're able to earn that percentage. You can borrow against it and earn more Just be careful that you don't. That's where you're going to get in trouble when you start borrowing. So you got to be mindful you're not paying too much in interest, and you're not borrowing in an asset that's going to be too volatile, that could go down in price and cause you to hit your collateralization levels. Keep an eye on your price here. If you're borrowing, keep an eye on your collateralization levels. If you don't worry about collateralization, then all you have to do is just deposit into the smart contract, and you're going to earn. All right, come here and vote. And whenever you get 0.005, just hit collect and withdraw. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do to get started in DeFi. That's all you have to do to start earning comp tokens. You don't even have to borrow. Everything else goes out the door. Just come over here and deposit whatever you want that's paying interest. The higher the interest, the more you're going to earn. That's the simplest thing that you have to do right there. If you have any questions, don't ask me. Stay tuned, because I'm always learning in this space when it comes to DeFi. Now, if you like earning passive income and you want to do it in a way that's totally risk-free, many of you know that I have an entire course on developing an actual passive income business. If you want to find out more about that course, go down in the description, subscribe to my Crypto Passive Profits newsletter. The newsletter talks about earning free passive streams of income. But once you subscribe, you're going to see a video. The video talks about my Crypto Passive Profits course, and that course is all about developing and building a true business in the cryptocurrency space. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I've got more to come. You're not going to want to miss it. If you love cryptocurrency and you love earning income with crypto and you love earning passive income, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon, and ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button. I've got some more DeFi content on the way. As I learn about this space, I'm going to pass it on to you, and I'm going to do my best to keep it super simple, because this stuff can get overly complicated. I'm not a complicated person, and I'm going to keep it just as simple as I can for you. Thank you so much for watching.